Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. There is a video released 7 hours ago by ILHAAD Sunnah Abu Ayisha Abdurahman Noor. It's very interesting, and we should actually respond to him. And I want to respond to him with politeness and reasons. Al-Itisam, I think about 2 books on Al-Itisam. I think the most volatile one is by Al-Itisam by Shatibi. I think about 3 or 4 volumes, which I acquired about 30-something years ago. I have read it extensively, and I think all of us should read it. Now, he said, naive du'at, the preachers, want to change the world by mingling with those who oppose the Sunnah. It's a fact, it's a true statement. And the issue of Sheikh so and so did it, so I can too. All signalling what? Taqlid. The question of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, there is no teacher. Based on aqal, we are all equal. You must, from age 7 to the time you will die, be striving to read. Islamic education is not like Western education. Since my second postgraduate qualification, 1977, on public health, I had never bought any book on medicine. But even today, I keep on downloading, reading. So, what of you? You don't read anything. Neither in English, which is definitely so impossible to learn the Sunnah in English language. But you can be good in tafsir, history, and these are the only 2. Tafsir, probably by Abdullah Maududi, the best tafsir book, 16 volumes. So what our brother Abu Ayisha is saying is significant. The question of Sheikh so and so did it, so I can do it, is definitely the epidemic, the plague of the Muslim Ummah. They see wrong, they participate, especially on obligatory prayers. Nobody, if Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made a mistake and he was corrected, and he never allowed mistakes without correction. But what are we doing today? In 1983, I was in Kaaba for Maghrib prayer. Out of what? Coincidence or chance? I don't know. An impulse. The Imam recited Surah Al-Kafirun. First rak'ah, I was disturbed. So I left the mosque, Kaaba, and I promised never to go there, to visit there until the Sunnah is corrected. But at that time, 1983, I had been started reading the Sunnah in Arabic language. I just relied on Bukhari, Muslim, Mishka, and other publications where there is no explanation until 1990. When I realized that we are not observing prayers according to the Sunnah, I stopped attending mosques in congregation, which is, I was right. Well, I am right because If you attend congregation, you see mistakes, you are involved. If you see mistake, come out, which I did in 1983 without having read the details in Arabic. Now, on the question of so and so, we are just blindly following the Saudis. Wrong timing of beginning of Ramadan and its end. Nobody will dispute with me that the Saudis khutbah last 45 minutes before, but today it is around 18 minutes. I don't know whether my criticism has influenced them, but definitely they are trying to hide their ignorance and arrogance, because a black man, according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, has surpassed, reminding of the Sunnah. Now, if so and so did it, do you know that Nasruddin Albani confessed reading Maratib Ijma by Temiyah and Aliyu Ibn Hazm, Nail al-Awtar by Shawkani, and Fatwa of Ibn Salah. But if you read these three books on Friday prayer, you cannot observe Friday prayer in the time of Zuhur prayer, definitely. In all the books, the Sharh, you cannot observe Friday prayer in the time of Zuhur prayer. I don't understand what is wrong with us. Maybe because we are not scientists, we have no skill, we don't have job. Like surgery, like in medicine, you read, you must see it practically with your eyes and you must practice it. They were all qusas, storytellers, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never participated. He said he took those to teach, show them their mistakes, and to follow him. I am one of them in his classroom. So, there are so many loopholes, as he said, but the greatest loophole is you, who is not interested, not afraid of being asked, you so wrong, what did you do? You are not afraid of answering. No, I had people talking of Muhammad. I said there is somebody called Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Rasulullah, Hatam al-Nabiyin. That is it. What did you do? Allah will ask me, I will be grateful. I said, I did everything like Prophet Noah alayhi salam did. Israran wa jaharan. So this is what you should do. We have to boycott the Kaaba. We have to boycott Medina. Not against them, but they should listen to us. We are the custodians of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, not the authorities, because the authorities are not under the Caliphate. We have to understand, if they say they don't like bloodshed, leave them with their own position as princes. But when it comes to Kaaba, we should not compromise. When it comes to prayers, we can't separate church from governance. This is what we are doing. Mosque is not the same as leadership, which are no better than Christians. So what my brother did, Abdurahman Noor, is very, very important. And all this stems from your failure to read. Now, for example, if you were to read this beautiful presentation of 47 pages by Abdul Salam ibn Abdullah al-Sulaiman, published about 18 years ago, Tarbiyatul Awlad, No, there's another big volume, Tarbiyat al-Awlad, in 2 volumes. But I think Al-Jazairi, I've forgotten the name of the scholar. Now, in this, he made a confusion, which only, unless you are educated, you will not know. That he began by telling us that we must respect and obey Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Then, he came down with his falsehood, pretense, that again, the scholars deserve to be respected together with the authorities. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam warned us, the authority only ends with the murder of assassination of Usman ibn Affan. Okay? From his hijrah. And the scholars also partially ended with his mother. Because those 11 scholars around him never encouraged him to give up the caliphate. But our scholars, the imams, have encouraged us to forget about the caliphate, because they will kill us. Yes, but where will be your fate in paradise? Can they kill all of us? 2 billion, with only 57 to survive, and their family and their cohorts? It's impossible. So I'm saying that forget about your leaders, but insist that the obligatory prayers must be observed according to the Sunnah. I don't think if we do that, we shall enter hellfire. But the situation we are in today definitely excludes the mercy and forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there are so many mistakes, and unless you read, you will never know them. Now this book is very, very important. It's only 47 pages. And تربيتهم على محبة العلماء وولاية is definitely a distortion. There's nothing truth about it. And he quoted a very interesting reference, which I hope I can find it. Quoting somebody called, I've forgotten audio, I can't find it now. Anyway, whatever it is, try to read this book. Because what he quoted, people that did not exist, are not existing in Tabaqat al-Kabir of Zuhri. I checked their names, they are not there. And the Sahaba, Ibn Bakara, he quoted, died in the time of Muawiyah from Basra. The people, the Sahabas, or those who lived in Basra were well educated. You don't find them disagree like those in what is called in Kufa. So there are so many wrong references just to fool you and forget Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I think we should listen to Noor on his Al-Ittisam bi Sunnah. Assalamu alaikum.